Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Wealth Boot Camp, and I was somebody sent me a text message today, and they were saying to me, they said they asked me, they said, "Did you hear about the big news?" And I said, "What's the big news?" And they said Oprah is buying BET. And for a minute, I was really excited. I mean, wishful thinking kind of took over my brain, and I said, "Wow, that would be great." But then I thought about it, and I remembered that earlier in the day, somebody else sent me another message saying, "Did you hear that Tyler Perry bought American Airlines and he's going to rename it African American Airlines?" And that's when I realized that maybe there are some hoaxes kind of being pushed around with stories that just aren't true. Now, I thought there might be a law against just making stuff up and putting it on a website and pretending that it's news, but apparently there's not. So I was first of all, I want to make sure that we understand that I don't think Oprah bought BET. I think that the announcement would have been a little bit bigger in more mainstream outlets. If you see stuff on sites like Cream BMP and there's another one, I forgot what it was called, but these little spoof sites, they really work hard to take stories that are that could be true or could almost be true but aren't quite true. They kind of push the edge of reality. So be careful about that before you forward a story on. But I wanted to kind of speculate on that idea. Just say, what would the world look like if Oprah did buy BET? What would Oprah pay for BET? Why would she want to buy BET? I wouldn't be surprised if Oprah did try to position herself to own a network like BET. It would be better for her bank account and better for the world. I think Oprah could afford it, because she wouldn't have to use her own money. She might have to put maybe a couple $100 million into the deal, maybe more, but she could probably get financing to get it done. I think that the black community would probably be able to hold a massive crowdfunding campaign and contribute a few $1 million to the deal, even though, I don't know if we'd raise enough to actually buy the whole network, but I don't even know if Viacom would actually sell it, because you have to remember, BET is not, it's black entertainment television, it's targeted to black people, it utilizes black consumers, but it does not bring money back into the black community. It goes to shareholders of Viacom, most of whom are white. So just make sure you understand what happens when you're watching BET and you contribute to the growth of this network. And it also helps you understand why BET does not serve the black community. They sell the black community. There's a difference between serving black people and selling black people. Make sure you understand that. Yamasa back in 1806 sold black people. There are other people who served. Dr. King, Malcolm X, they served black people. Jeremiah Wright, they served black people. So anyway, with that being said, let's move on and talk more about this real quick. I think that with Oprah, and the interesting thing about the Oprah Winfrey Network to me, with Oprah, she's such an amazing person. I love Oprah. I love the fact that her network is OWN, OWN, because you hear me talk all the time about the importance of black people owning something. You must own something. Every black person in America must own something. Every black child in America must be taught the fundamentals of owning their own business, just in case those people won't give you a job. If Oprah did say that she wanted to buy BET, I would actually take the time to join her planning committee if that was something that I was asked to do. I'm protective of my time. I don't like to get involved in boards of directors and stuff like that. I get those invitations a lot, but I would actually support that. I would actually support a genuine, serious effort to make BET into what it should be and could be, because here you're dealing with, the part of our community that's been the most traumatized. People in the hood that have gone through the war on drugs, mass incarceration, mass extermination of black people, extreme amounts of poverty, severe miseducation, economic annihilation, and they're taking advantage of the dysfunction that comes out of that and selling more dysfunction. They're saying, look, we know that you've been addicted to certain kinds of poison, so we're going to make money by shoveling more poison in your direction. If you listen to a song like I'm in Love with the Coco, what you're doing is you're glorifying cocaine sales amongst young black men, which has got millions of young black men sent to prison and murdered over the last 40, 50 years. So, it's hard to argue that BET has been good for the black community. But if you look at what Oprah did with the Oprah Winfrey Network, here's the funny thing. This is what tells you a lot about the black consumer and why so many people prey off of us economically, but why we can actually flip this and benefit as a community. Black consumers are very strong. They're very passionate, very loyal audience. If you look at the Oprah Winfrey Network, when she first started that channel, when Discovery Channel first came in and helped her out, they gave her a bunch of programming that was kind of lily white, this sort of, very generic mainstream type stuff, thinking that she was going to pull in all these millions of white people and stuff like that. But they didn't come. They didn't show up. Oprah was in big trouble. She was losing lots and lots of money, and it was a big mess because Discovery, from what I understand, invested $500 million into this deal, and the first year or two it wasn't working out. But ding, 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 when did things flip? When she signed up with Tyler Perry. She brought in Tyler Perry, who brought a strong, loyal black audience. They've been flying high ever since. In fact, Oprah's now doing another show for Christians. Why? Because she's got that black Christian demographic, particularly black people in the South that love good entertainment, and that are committed to their faith and committed to consumption. Unfortunately, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's true. It is what it is. And you know what? I think that when you talk about people influencing other people, when you talk about media forces influencing our people, I put Oprah at the front of the line. I'm okay with Oprah influencing millions of black people because at least Oprah is going to encourage them to eat healthy, encourage them to get an education, encourage them to be financially literate. Some people, they just want you to be illiterate. They want you to remain ignorant. They just want you to be pimped so they can keep making money off of you. So if Oprah wanted to buy BET, I'd be the first one to jump up and down and salute her for that move. I think Oprah represents so much for the world. Oprah's really one of those people where it's hard to look at her and see anything overtly bad. I mean, there are times where maybe you can critique things here and there, but she's been in the game 30 years, so it's going to happen. But for the most part, Oprah buying BET, which I think could actually happen, could be beneficial for her bottom line. It could be beneficial for the bottom line of the community. And I think it would be a great thing. Actually, I would love to see what the financials would look like in a deal like that because I think it would make the world a better place. Oprah makes the world a better place. I give her credit for that. So Oprah, I salute you. I don't think it's true that she's buying BET. I think the stories are fake. But then again, a little wishful thinking never hurt anybody. By the way, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and you can go sign up for the Black Wealth Bootcamp. We start in a couple of days. Go join. It's a lot of fun. Go look at the reviews. Students love it. It is a low-cost, high-quality alternative to the thousands of dollars people spend going to business schools. And I think that you'll enjoy learning from us because we are part of a movement. This is what we do. All right, everybody. Take care. God bless. I'm gone. Peace.